What's up, guys? Welcome to another week of breakdowns. These fights were amazing, super awesome. Oezdemir had a really awesome knockout against Johnny Walker. We're going to talk about how Johnny Walker's style kind of can be a little bit difficult in being able to counter in the way that he kind of floats and walks on the floor. We're definitely going to get into that leaping left hook that Oezdemir was able to knock Walker out with. Make sure you guys are liking, subscribing, commenting. Peace. I love you guys. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, let's go over Oezdemir versus Johnny Walker, okay? Fight was awesome. Oezdemir has like this really grounded style. Boom, throws really heavy shots, rotates really good, doesn't come up off of the floor too much, except for obviously the knockout, which we're gonna talk about here in a second. But would get Johnny Walker against the cage, plant his feet, throw good punches, was always being the guy that was leading the dance and not reacting to the dance. That's one problem with kind of the guys that are built like Johnny Walker and kind of have this like walkie movie type of style like this. It can be kind of hard to lead the dance when people start throwing really heavy shots on you and you have this kind of floating, walking on the floor style. It's really easy for when people hit you, for you to get bumped out of position and not be able to attack again afterwards, okay? Which just happens, just being kind of like built a little bit like me and a little bit like kind of gangly guys. That's something that you big time got to pay attention to, is not floating, being drunken monkey, which we've talked about a few times in these videos, because being drunken monkey gets you punched and you'll block them sometimes, sure, but you'll fall out of position, which is definitely not a good thing, okay? The knockout that Oezdemir had, which was super awesome, was that leaping left hook, okay? He throws one, barely misses. I think maybe he hits a little bit of Walker's guard. The way he throws it kind of jumps. The way that this works though, guys, is there's a rotation that happens in the air, as if I was going to like jump and do a 360 like this, okay? That was fun. I haven't done one of those in a while. It's kind of the same thing, okay? When you rotate and jump, your feet are doing the motion by themselves. The biggest thing that you have to watch for when you're throwing like a leaping hook is you don't want to pop so high that you can't defend yourself afterwards or move. You want to throw these things low and really small, okay? But the footwork is here. As I go to throw my hip, I leap, I stop myself, and most of the time, guys will hop themselves back into a spot or continue to chase after. Oezdemir throws one, barely hits Walker's guard or whiffs it. I forget exactly what happened, but misses, and he's like, oh shit, that almost worked. And then you see him again, he just takes a little bit of a bigger hop. Johnny Walker's hand was either off of his face like this or off of his face like this. I forget which one, doesn't matter. It's not covering all the shit that you need to cover. When he throws the second one, he throws it a little bit longer, hits Johnny Walker, obviously finishes the fight that way. But this leaping left hook is super awesome in that you can generate a ton of power. Can be a little bit dangerous because guys can shoot underneath it. When I am up in the air like this, there's no way I can really set my base. I'm either going up in the air and throwing, or I'm setting my base when I move forward. It's really hard to do both. So when I do go to throw this and you are throwing these leaping left hooks, the rotation happens in the air. You want to try to stop yourself obviously from 316, but you want to get heavy on this front foot so that after this big rotation, you have an ability to come back to your squared stance. So if I do it facing the camera, I don't want to here. I want to leap, boom, catch myself so that I'm back in my position and I can throw my right hands. Here, obviously, like I'm pretty limited in the things that I can throw. I can throw my right hand kind of, even though I'm a little bit too bladed, but this left hand is off the table. When I leap myself back, now I have all of access to my weapons again. But leaping hook, come back to your stance. If you leap hook and hurt him and knock him out, obviously finishing. But this leaping left hook can be really hard. It works really well with like our body mechanics and being able to rotate, lock everything, jump in the air so you have the force off of the floor, boom, and can score really big shots that way. Good on Oezdemir. Congratulations to that dude. Glad to see that he's winning. I really like him as a fighter. So make sure you guys are liking, subscribing, commenting. Peace. I love you guys. Bye.